The Bible contains many amazing books. One of these is the Book of Revelation. It is the last book in the Christian New Testament. The Apostle John wrote it while exiled on the island of Patmos. These messages were for 7 specific churches in ancient Asia Minor, now modern-day Turkey. Laodicea was one of these 7 churches. Each church received a unique letter from Jesus Christ. Laodicea's message is particularly striking. The city itself was real, a place of bustling life. Laodicea was situated in a fertile river valley, making it an important and wealthy city. Its history stretches back to the Hellenistic period but flourished during the Roman Empire. Understanding this context helps us grasp its biblical message. The city's earthly success stood in stark contrast to its spiritual state. This contrast is a key theme in Revelation's letter. The book of Revelation uses much symbolic language. The 7 churches are often seen as representing different spiritual conditions found in believers. Laodicea, therefore, is more than just an ancient city. It becomes a symbol, a lesson for all times. Its story asks us to look at our own lives. Are we truly connected to the divine, or have we become comfortable in other ways? The message to Laodicea begins with a strong image. Christ says, "I know your deeds, they are neither cold nor hot. Because they are lukewarm, he will spit them out." This is a very powerful and unsettling metaphor. Imagine drinking something tepid, neither refreshing nor soothing. This is how Laodicea's spiritual state was viewed. To understand hot and cold, we can look nearby. Hierapolis was famous for its hot springs with healing properties. Colossae had cold, pure water, refreshing and life-giving. Both hot and cold water served a good purpose. Laodicea's water, however, was often lukewarm upon arrival. Lukewarmness pointed to a dangerous kind of indifference. It suggested a lack of passion and zeal for spiritual matters. The Laodicean believers were not hostile to faith, but were not deeply committed either. This spiritual apathy was seen as a serious problem. The consequence of this lukewarmness was severe. The image of being spat out shows utter rejection and disgust. This was not a minor issue to be overlooked. It was a critical condition requiring urgent attention. The message aimed to shock the Laodiceans out of their complacency, a call to recognize their true spiritual temperature. Laodicea was an incredibly wealthy city in its time. Its prosperity came from banking, black wool, and a famous eye salve. This wealth led to a strong sense of self-sufficiency. In Revelation they said, "I am rich, I need nothing." After an earthquake in 60 AD, they rebuilt without Rome's help. Despite their riches, they were spiritually poor. Christ called them wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. Laodicea's story is a timeless warning about materialism. It reminds us to examine where our true treasure lies. Despite the stern rebuke, the message to Laodicea also offers hope. Christ gives them counsel on how to change. He tells them to buy from me gold refined in the fire. This gold represents true spiritual riches, genuine faith, faith that has been tested and proven pure. This is the kind of wealth that truly matters. It is a wealth that endures beyond earthly life. He also advises them to acquire white garments to wear. The white garments symbolize righteousness and purity. They represent a life transformed by divine grace. In contrast to their famous black wool, these garments are pure white. This suggests a complete change in their spiritual attire, moving from self-made pride to God-given holiness. Furthermore, they are told to get salve to put on your eyes so you can see. This divine salve offers true spiritual sight. It allows them to see their actual condition and perceive the reality of God's kingdom. The message culminates in a famous and gentle invitation. "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in." He promises fellowship and communion. This is the ultimate solution to their lukewarmness and poverty. Section 5. City of Zeus. Laodicea's rise to prominence. Laodicea was not always a bustling Roman metropolis. Its story begins much earlier in the Hellenistic era. The city was founded by a Seleucid king, Antiochus II Theos. He named it Laodicea on the Lycus, after his wife, Laodice. This marked the beginning of Laodicea's long journey through history. The city's location was chosen with great care. It sat in the fertile Lycus River Valley in ancient Phrygia. This valley was a crossroads of important trade routes. Roads connected it to major centers like Ephesus and Pergamum. This strategic position was key to its future prosperity. Goods and ideas flowed through Laodicea. It became a hub for commerce and cultural exchange. The land around it was good for agriculture too. When the Romans expanded their empire eastward, Laodicea came under their influence. Under Roman rule, the city's prosperity reached new heights. It became an important administrative center for the region. Laodicea minted its own coins, a sign of its status. Life in Laodicea was not without its challenges. The region was prone to earthquakes, but Laodicea rebuilt itself using its own funds. Section 6. Whispers in Stone, Uncovering Laodicea's Civic Grandeur. Today, the ancient city of Laodicea is an archaeological wonder. Excavations have been ongoing for many years. These digs are slowly revealing the city's past glory. The sheer scale of the ruins is breathtaking. It covers a vast area, hinting at a large population. Walking through the site is like stepping back in time. Archaeologists are piecing together the puzzle of daily life. Every stone, every shard of pottery tells a story. Among the most impressive finds are Laodicea's two theaters. One is a larger theater, likely used for major public events. The other is a smaller theater, perhaps an Odeon for music or council meetings. These structures show the importance of culture and public life. Beyond entertainment, Laodiceans valued physical fitness and learning. Archaeologists have uncovered a large stadium. This would have hosted athletic games and competitions. Nearby, a gymnasium complex has also been found. This was a place for physical training and education. The city's infrastructure was highly developed. Grand colonnaded streets ran through its heart. Elaborate water systems, including aqueducts, supplied the city. All these discoveries paint a picture of a sophisticated urban center. Section 7. Sacred Spaces, Faith Etched in Laodicean Ruins. Before Christianity took root, Laodicea was a city of many gods. Like other Hellenistic and Roman cities, it had numerous temples. Zeus, the king of the gods, was a principal deity. Evidence suggests a prominent temple was dedicated to him. The imperial cult, the worship of Roman emperors, was also present. These pagan practices formed the religious backdrop of early Laodicean life. The spread of Christianity into Asia Minor is a fascinating story. Laodicea became home to one of the earliest Christian communities. Archaeological work has unearthed significant Christian structures, most notably the remains of several early churches. One of the largest is known simply as the Laodicean church. Its discovery is incredibly important. It provides tangible evidence of the church mentioned in Revelation. The Laodicean church building itself is quite impressive. Even in ruins, its scale suggests a substantial congregation. It features elements common to early Christian basilicas. Archaeologists have identified a baptistry with a cross-shaped font. Beautiful mosaic floors have been uncovered in some areas. These often contain Christian symbols and geometric patterns. Artifacts found within these sacred spaces add more detail. These items speak of the daily faith and practice of Laodicean Christians. Section 8. A Journey Through Time, Laodicea as a Modern Beacon. Today, Laodicea is more than just a collection of ancient stones. It is an active and vibrant archaeological park. The site is managed by Turkish authorities and university teams. Extensive excavation and restoration work continues year after year. This dedication is bringing the ancient city back to light. Laodicea is on Turkey's tentative list for UNESCO World Heritage status. This recognizes its outstanding universal value. For historians and archaeologists, Laodicea is a treasure trove. It offers invaluable insights into life in Roman and Byzantine Anatolia. The city's layout, architecture, and artifacts are studied intensely. They help us understand urban planning and daily life. Trade patterns, religious practices, and artistic styles are revealed. Laodicea serves as an outdoor laboratory for research. Scholars from around the world come here to learn. Its ruins are a textbook written in stone and earth. Laodicea also holds deep significance for Christian pilgrims. It is one of the 7 churches of Revelation. Many visitors come specifically to connect with this biblical heritage. Walking the ancient streets can be a profound spiritual experience. The work at Laodicea is far from over. Ongoing excavations continue to yield new discoveries. Section 9. Ancient Warnings, Timeless Wisdom, Laodicea's Legacy Today. Let us recall the core message to ancient Laodicea. It was a church diagnosed with spiritual lukewarmness, a comfortable, self-satisfied community. They were rich in worldly goods, but poor in spirit. Blinded by their material success, they felt they needed nothing. This was a dangerous condition, a spiritual slumber. The divine critique was sharp and intended to awaken them. It was a call to see their true state, and to seek genuine, lasting spiritual treasures. These ancient warnings resonate with surprising clarity today. Our modern world often emphasizes material wealth and comfort. The pursuit of success can easily become all-consuming. Like the Laodiceans, we can become self-reliant, forgetting our deeper spiritual needs and our dependence on the divine. The temptation to be lukewarm is ever present, to be indifferent or apathetic towards matters of faith, to settle for a superficial or convenient spirituality. Laodicea's story serves as a mirror for contemporary society. Yet, the message to Laodicea is not one of condemnation alone. It is also a profound message of hope and invitation. The call to buy gold refined by fire still stands.